There are pretty hard challenges we face as parents. There are some arguments that are not easy to explain to our kids. We don't even know what to say, actually. We are afraid to make them ashamed. We are afraid us to be ashamed. We are afraid to hurt them. We are afraid to traumatize them. And this often results into lack of communication and silence. I faced recently this issue. I had to face this dilemma when, after a long disease, my wife's grandmother passed away. We have a daughter, Isabella. She's 6 years old. She's smart. And she's sensitive. Both logic and emotional intelligence. In this situation of grief and mourning, it was on me to find a way to explain to Isabella what happened to Grandma. To find a way to explain to a 6-year-old death. My name is Gianluigi Perrone. I'm a filmmaker. I make movies. I'm a writer and director. My life is storytelling. But yet, I didn't know how to tell this story to my daughter. I did some horror films. Some of them pretty successful. So I know something about death. But you don't show horror films to children. That's a way to traumatize them. Children, basically, they watch cartoons. The idea dawned on me. What if I create an animated film to explain the cycle of life to Isabella? Up until short time ago, this idea would have sounded like science fiction, fantasy, barely impossible. To make an animated film is a big deal. You need to have resources, you need to have experience, you need to have money, and you need to have time. When you go to watch the film at the theater, in the ending credits, there is all that names scrolling. That's all the people you need to make an animated film. It's not like, how can I make it? Wait. But today is possible. Today we have artificial intelligence. Today we have AI video generating tools. So today, I can explain the cycle of life to my daughter with AI. So to be honest, I've been exploring narrative in AI since a while. At the beginning, I was a little bit concerned. There is taboo about it. But when I've been exploring it, then I realized that I was in charge. I was the one making decision. I was the one able to talk with the machine. I was the one who was driving the emotions. So, creativity is not the effort you put in creating. AI lead me to the essence of storytelling. So, from this, a star tale was born. This is the dream of a star who wished to be human. This little star wanted to dive inside of the ocean and dance with the water. And from this dance, life was born. A lot of puffing jellyfishes. One of these jellyfishes said, "Oh, what's outside of the water?" And then she became a lizard. lizard, she wanted to climb upon a tree. And so she became a monkey. Yeah. And then the monkey was growing and growing and growing. And looking at the stars and the moon, she'd been able to transform into a kid. And then this kid, he became a man. And he lived a lot of adventures. He met a woman. They fell in love. They had a lot of kids. But one day, he had to go back to the stars. But she knew that she could see his face in the moon. One day she wanted to come back to him and become back to be a star. So the woman is now dancing within the stars. This is the dream of a star who wished to be human. Now the woman is sleeping and the star is awake. And my daughter is awake too, without trauma, peacefully. And as a filmmaker, I understood I can use AI to expand my creative vision. Because this story was made by the brain of an artificial intelligence and from the heart of a father. Thank you.